Hey team, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a butt and thighs workout. All right team, today is going to be tough, but that's okay. We can do hard things. All right team, you need any equipment, get your mat and your water bottle. Let's get ready to rock. All right team, we're going to start with just a simple warm-up. Go ahead and come towards the back of your mat or towel. We're going to come to a forwards and backwards jog. So we're just going to jog forwards to the front of it and backwards back. All right team, go at your own pace here. It's just a warm-up. Bonus points if you have an extra long mat and you can actually put in a little distance here. Good team, good. It is a glorious day. It's like there's hardly any clouds. It's nice and warm. And there's hardly any people here at the beach for some reason. It's a little odd, but there's hardly any people here. So it's like, I don't have to worry so much about background noise. Good team, let's go with one more each direction. Perfect. Go ahead and come to your natural squat stance. We're going to come to some overhead squats. We're going to go ahead and come down as the arms come up overhead. Good team. Don't worry about getting super low in the squat. It's just a warm up. Loosening up those hips. Good. Beautiful. I was actually supposed to lift weights yesterday and my legs were still too sore from 2 days before that when I had lifted weights. So I did not lift yesterday, so that my legs would feel better, and that way I can feel today. Good team, but I feel good today. Ready to rock. Good. Let's go with one more here. Beautiful, let's go ahead and take the feet nice and wide and bring the arms up in a T formation to match it. I'm gonna take my left hand, reach towards my right toe, get this nice spinal twist as well as this hamstring stretch going on. Back to center, then right hand goes towards the left toe, back to center. All standing sides right here, team. Good. I love windmills. Good team. Speaking of which, I was actually just reading about like, clean sources of energy. And like, I see no reason why every part of the world can't be more either hydropower or solar power or wind powered. You know, obviously Hawaii can be great for solar power. I lived in Washington. Perfect team. Go ahead and take that from the top. Go ahead and come back towards the back. Come back to that forwards and backwards jog. And when I lived in Washington, Washington could have definitely been hydropowered, you know? Good. When I think of all the wind, I think of like Chicago. I'm like, I don't know why they can't be more based on wind. It's like, I feel like every part of the world can just play to your strengths, you know? And come up with some clean source of energy. That's your main source. Good team. Beautiful. Good. Let's go with one more here. One more forwards, one more backwards. Perfect. Go ahead and come back to your natural squat stance. We'll go ahead and come right back into those overhead squats. But I'm no energy expert. I'm just, pro earth. I want to see the earth heal and life thrive and all that fun stuff, save the planet. So that's why I'm like, I should learn more about clean sources of energy. I'm not an expert on it, but I know we live in a townhouse complex and all the townhouses in our complex are solar powered, which I think is great. Good team. Good, let's go with one more here. Perfect, go ahead and come right back into those windmills, feet nice and wide, arms out in a T. Let's work. Good. Beautiful team. And Hawaii is actually, get this, Hawaii's in a drought. I was surprised to hear that. I actually did not know that until I had a friend reach out to me this morning and was like, hey, how's everything going? Like, I heard they're gonna start water rationing where you are. And I was like, really? And I had to look into it. I was like, wow, they are. I didn't even know that. I guess I don't really think about Hawaii being in a drought because it's so beautiful and green and perfect team. Shake it off. We're gonna go ahead and come to a lateral lunge stretch. I'm gonna go ahead and face this way. Take the feet nice and wide and go ahead and bend just the right leg. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring the left arm up overhead, get a nice stretch in the side body. Back to center, then bend just the left leg. Right arm comes up overhead, strengthen the side body. Good team, alternating sides right here. Good, get a nice stretch in the groin. Get ready for some lunges today, oh yeah. Butt and thighs, it's gonna be an awesome workout. It's gonna be tough, fair warning. Good. Good, but you can do it, team. We're ready. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and go with one more each side, wherever you are, even it out. Perfect, team. Go ahead and carefully walk those feet back together and go ahead and come down onto all fours right here, palms and knees, as we come into a cat-cow stretch. So a big arch in the back, look forward. Good, and curve, belly button to spine, wiggle it out, get a little weird. Big arch, and hair flip, and curve. Beautiful, team, we'll go with one more each. Big arch, and curve. Perfect, go ahead and come to a neutral spine and curl the toes under and peel the hips up nice and high right here. Pedal it off in your down dog position. Good, and then when you're ready, go ahead and step just the right foot up. Give yourself some space here, let the toes spill off the mat right here as you plant the left hand, open up the right one, big twist. Good, and then bring the elbow down towards the ground. Don't worry about touching it. It's okay if we're just touching the calf or the ankle. Do the best you can. We're gonna alternate between those two a couple more times. Big twist up. Bring the elbow down. Big twist. Bring that elbow down. And one more big twist up. And bring that elbow down. Perfect, team. Go ahead and plant the right palm. Step your right foot back to meet the left. Shake it off right here. Whoa, my hand just slid on the towel. I'm all good. Good, team. Now, so go ahead and step just the left foot up. Give yourself plenty of space. Plant the right palm. Open at the left. Big twist. Good, and bring that elbow down. Big twist up. Bring the elbow down. Big twist. Bring that elbow down, and one more each. Big twist up, and bring that elbow down. Beautiful, team. Go ahead and plant the left palm. Step that left foot back to meet the right. Last little shake off right here. Take any little movements that you need to. And then when you're ready, go ahead and walk the feet up towards the hands right here. Roll it up, get some water if you need it, and we'll come into our first circuit. All right, team, so coming into our first circuit, we're gonna come to some drop squat tap down. So we're gonna start with the feet together. We're gonna jump the feet out into a squat, tap the ground, back to center, jump back out, tap the ground with the opposite side. If you don't want to impact, it's also okay to just step it out and tap. All right, team, when you're ready, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Good. I love how I said how beautiful it is. And now there's like this giant cloud in front of the, in front of the sun. For the record, team, I know the lighting just changed, but it is still a beautiful day. The cloud will move, / it is moving. Good, team. It's just in front of it temporarily. Good. Beautiful, but majority of the sky is blue. So we will get there. Good, team. Perfect. Perfect. Shake it off. We're gonna come to an alternating curtsy to lateral lunge. So I'm gonna go ahead and come towards one side of the mat right here. I'm gonna keep the left foot planted. I'm gonna take the right foot and step it back and to the left of this left foot. All right, curtsy lunge right here, then blast off all the way into a lateral lunge out to the side. Blast back, curtsy, blast, lateral. All right, team, try to take one big push each direction and not to step in between the best you can, but if you do need to take that little middle step to balance yourself, that's okay. All right, team, when you're ready, we got 30 seconds staying on the same side, then we'll switch sides. We ready, team? Let's work. Good. Beautiful, nice strong legs here. And the curtsy lunge in particular can be a little tricky to find your balance. So take your time with that one. Good, keep your weight in the left foot when you're curtsying and in the right foot when you lateral lunge. Basically the knee that's bent. Good, team. Beautiful. We got less than 10 seconds left. Stay with me. Beautiful. Shake it off, same thing, other side. Go ahead and come towards the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the right foot planted, curtsy with the lunge, with the left, and then step it out. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. Beautiful. Good, nice strong legs here. And if you're anything like me, it might take you an extra beat to find your rhythm on the other side. That's okay, team. Nice patience today. Good. Beautiful. So I'm reading The Last Kingdom, which is apparently based on like real events that happened in history, in English history. Perfect, team. Shake it off. We're gonna go ahead and come to some sumo squat hold calf raises. I'm gonna go ahead and take the feet nice and wide, wider than they would be in a normal stance. I'm gonna come down into a sumo squat position. I'm gonna hold it down right here, and I'm just gonna lift up onto the tippy toes and back down. Calf raise from here. All right, team? 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. So try and stay nice and low this entire time. If your quads are like, I just can't, it's okay to come up a little bit higher, but do the best you can to stay low, team. Good. Anyways, okay, subject to opinion here. I am listening to the audiobooks, and I saw this thing the other day that was like, if you listen to the audiobook, did you really read the book? I think so. I like to listen to audiobooks when I work out, and when I'm running. Perfect, team. Shake it off. We're gonna come to some single leg deadlift crunches. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep the left foot planted right here. I'm gonna go ahead and send the right foot back right here. So I'm in the single leg deadlift. Now from here, I'm gonna pull the knee in, extend it back out and down. All right, team, keep this back nice and straight. Deadlift, crunch, extend, back down. All right, team, 30 seconds staying on the same side, and then we'll switch sides. When you're ready, team, let's work. So like I was saying, I think that counts as reading the book. I don't have a whole lot of hours in the day to actually sit down and stare at something, but I can, listen to it whilst doing other things. So anyways, I'm listening to the audiobooks, I should say. P.S. The guy that is reading the books has like the coolest voice, like the most perfect voice for this story. But anyways, it's based on real events. Perfect, team. Sneak one more in there. Good. Same thing, other side. Go ahead and keep the right foot planted this time. We'll go ahead and deadlift and crunch. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. And it could have just been, the school I went to. I don't really know much about English history in general. I think like there was a year in high school where we did like European history as a whole, but I don't really know anything about England specifically. So it's interesting that it's like, it has a fictional character running through the whole thing, but it's based on real events, and the other characters are real people. So yeah, it's interesting. Perfect, team. Shake it off. We're gonna go ahead and take that circuit from the top, so we'll come right back into those drop squats with the tab. All right, team, when you're ready, 30 seconds on the clock, let's work. Good. Remember, you can always step out on these if you don't want impact. Good, team. Anyways, it's such an awesome book series, and then I figured out that it's also a Netflix series. So we watched it on there while I'm kind of like reading the books. It's kind of like 2 books per season if you want to read the books and then watch it or something like that. Perfect, team. Shake it off. We'll go ahead and come right back into that alternating curtsy to lateral lunge. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. So my boyfriend made a comment though, and he was like, this is how history should be taught, because like I'll never forget this, because you really love the show. But yeah, he was like, I'll never forget this. I'll forget what I'm reading in a textbook. But video format, and it's an entertaining show, and you resonate with the characters and stuff. It kind of just sticks in your head a little more. Good, team. And I know some of you are like, no, people should just read the books and get over it. Perfect, team. Same thing, other side. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. But history was not like my favorite subject. So I gotta say I agree. I was a math and science person. I was not really into history and English. Yeah, I did well in this subject because I have a good memory in general, but I didn't really enjoy it is what I would say. But I would enjoy it if it was more entertaining like that. Which I feel like, I don't know, maybe that's just school, but I feel like it was more based on memorizing dates and stuff. Perfect, team. Shake it off. We'll go ahead and come back to that sumo squat, hold calf raises. 30 seconds on the clock down. Clock down. Clock, team, come on down. Let's work. I felt like history, at least the way I was taught, it was more like memorization to pass a test, and not a whole lot of like really analysis on why, like what led to certain events and why people thought the way that they did and stuff like that. So I enjoyed the character development that comes with a show or a book. Yeah, and I do feel like he's right. I would absorb history a lot better if it was taught like that too. Perfect, team. Shake it off. We'll come right back into those deadlift crunches. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Extend, crunch it in. Good, working on that balance. Engage that glute. Good. Beautiful, team. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it in book format. I also really enjoyed the show format. They are different. I always, like, well, I shouldn't say always, I haven't, read everything, but like 99% of the time probably, I prefer the books to the shows or movies. Good team, perfect. Same thing, other side, 30 seconds on the clock, let's work. Yeah, I feel like the character development's always better in books. Just because shows and movies, there's like a time limit, you know? It's like okay, well, like a movie, if it's like close to 3 hours, people are not gonna wanna watch it anymore and this and that, versus a book can just kind of be as long as it wants. So I always feel like the character development in books is better. Beautiful team. A few more seconds, stay with me. Perfect team. Get some water if you need it, and we'll come into our second circuit. All right, team, so coming into our second circuit, we're gonna start with a squat jack to a front kick. So go ahead and start with the feet about hip width apart. Now come into a slightly squatted position. You're gonna jump out, jump in, front kick. Out, in, front kick, other side. All right, team, if you don't want impact, it's also okay to just step and kick. All right, team, when you're ready, we got 30 seconds, all standing sides right here. Let's work. Good. Beautiful team. Good, you guys know, or if you're new to my channel, maybe you don't know, but I love kicking movements. I think they're so fun. Good team. Good. Beautiful. It's like I want to jump out a little further, but I'm afraid of sliding on the sand. Good team. Beautiful. Good, nice strong legs here. Getting that heart rate up a little bit. Perfect team, shake it off. Go ahead and come towards the back of your mat or towel. We're gonna come to some walking staggered stance deadlifts up to the front of the mat and then jog back. So hands up behind the head right here. I'm gonna step my left foot up, come onto the ball of my right foot, keep this back nice and straight. As you deadlift from here, come to a flat back position, stand it back up, use this glute, step it out. Same thing other side, all the way up to the front of your mat or towel, and then you're gonna backwards jog it back. All right, team? We got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Good. Beautiful team. Speaking of like watching or you being down to watch long movies, I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I'm like on a countdown to Harry Potter World, which is in like just a few weeks. I finally get to go. I'm so excited. But I would watch the Harry Potter movies if they were like 12 hours long, if they had like every detail in the book. 1000% I would do that. Perfect team, shake it off. We're gonna go ahead and come down onto all fours right here, palms and knees, as we're gonna come into some fire hydrants. I'm gonna go ahead and take the right leg, bring it straight out to the side. This is probably not imagery that's very pleasant, but think of a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. That's how this exercise got its name. So lift the leg. All right, team, we got 30 seconds staying on the same side, and then we'll switch sides. When you're ready, team, let's work. Beautiful, engage that outer hip. Good. Beautiful team. Yeah, I would watch it if it had every detail. Because I just love, it's like, you know, Harry Potter's like entering a whole nother world. And especially, you know, reading that as a kid, it's like, it was a nice little escape. Yeah, and like Last Kingdom too. I think Last Kingdom is a little more true to form. It's pretty true to the book. Perfect team, same thing, other side. Go ahead and lift. I'm gonna move my water bottle so I don't blast it. The left leg this time. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. At least I can say that so far. I'm only on book 4. There's 13 books total. I'm only on book 4. And so far, the series is pretty similar. Versus Harry Potter, I felt like the first 2 movies were very similar to the books. And then like 3 onwards, it was just very, very different. And I just prefer the books. Yeah. Good team, couple more seconds, stay with me. Good. Perfect, go ahead and flip on over onto our backs. I'm like looking at all the grass on my towel like, do I really wanna lay on this? But I wrote the workout, so I'm doing it. All right, team, go ahead and come down onto the ground right here. We're gonna come into some single leg glute bridges. So option here, you can cross the right leg over right here and then single leg glute bridge. You're just gonna lift the hips up as high as you can and back down. Or you can, the harder version would be to not cross it, but leave it out and lift from here. All right, team, when you're ready, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. We're gonna stay on the same side right here and then we'll switch sides. Big squeeze in the glutes at the top of this movement. Good team. Good. Also, third option, which is usually the one I go for, is the bent knee. I think bent knee and straight leg feel about the same, like difficulty-wise. Definitely the easiest is resting the leg right here. Good, team. Good. So meet your appropriate edge for today. Good. Perfect, team. Same thing on the other side. Go ahead and plant the right foot down, lift the left leg. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. Good. It's the same way I do like, I'll do calf raises and I'll be really strict. Like if I'm doing single leg calf raises, I'll be really strict and have the opposite foot lifted like about 90 degrees. Like, so that my knee's like hip level and calf raise from there. I think because I'm a runner, I like to kind of mimic things that I will experience doing my sport, you know? So coming up onto the tippy toe while one leg's in the air, that's a runner thing. Perfect, team. Coming up, we're gonna go ahead and take that circuit from the top. So we'll come right back into those squat jacks with a front kick. Let me put the water bottle back on my mat right here. We got 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. Good, staying low. Get the heart rate up a little bit. Good. Now why my hair is like eating me today. Good, team. Usually, the wind is pushing my hair back when I film. I'm like, what's going on today? What kind of rotational stuff are we on? Good, team. Good. Good, few more seconds. Perfect, team. Shake it off, go ahead and come towards the back of the mat. We'll come right back into those walking deadlifts with the jog back. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. Yeah, you know what's interesting is like, because it's my first year here, I would not notice that we were in a drought. Good, team. Like, I don't know what's normal. Good, team. But coming from California, I was like, oh, it gets plenty of rain, like in my head. Good, team. Beautiful. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come on down. We'll come right back into those fire hydrants onto palms and knees right here. We got 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good, straight out to the side. Engage that outer hip. Beautiful. Strong bodies. Good, team. I remember like the first few days I was here, there was actually like flood warnings. Like that's how hard it was raining when I first moved here. And like tropical rain is really different from mainland rain, in my opinion. It almost looks like glitter. It's really pretty. Perfect, team. Same thing, other side. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. And I was like trying to come up with creative ways to include you guys in it because I think it's really pretty. I was like, how do I film? As my camera's not waterproof or anything. So I was trying to figure out how do I film and let you guys see the rain too. I was like trying to figure out if I had enough room in my backyard. But if it starts to rain like that again, I'll figure out a camera setup so that you guys can partake in it. It's really peaceful. Perfect, team. Go ahead and flip on over onto our backs right here. Last exercise. We're gonna go ahead and come back into those single leg glute bridges. Let me scoot down a little further so I don't lay completely in the dirt. All right, team, when you're ready, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Lift one foot up, let's work. Good, big squeeze in the glutes. Lift those hips as high as you can. Good, team. It's not about speed, focus on form. Good. Beautiful. You know what sounds awesome? Hawaii is known for its shaved ice, but maybe because I'm out here and it's sunny and it's hot, I'm like, you know what sounds good is that shaved ice. Good, team. Good. Good, few more seconds. Perfect, team. Same thing, other side. Go ahead and plant the left foot, lift the right leg up. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Or if you were on the opposite foot as me, then just switch feet. That's where we're at. Good, team. Yeah, like shaved ice, or a snow cone, or even ice cream sounds good. Something cold. Frozen treat, frozen goodie. Good, team. Good. Beautiful. I actually have an ice cream maker. Fun fact, I have an ice cream maker machine at home. Perfect, team. Beautiful. Go ahead and roll on up, get some water if you need it, and we'll come into a cool down. All right, team, so coming into a cool down, we're gonna go ahead and come into a piriformis stretch. So go ahead and come down onto our backs right here. Now from here, we're gonna go ahead and cross the right ankle over the left knee right here. Lift the left knee up, thread the needle, grab the back of the left thigh right here, give a little bit of a tug, pull it towards you, relax the head. If you want a little more option to press that right elbow into the right knee and open up that hip a little further. Or if you're like, nope, that's plenty, you can just hang out right here, team. Deep breaths, bring that heart rate back down. Good. Good, team. On the bright side with these clouds, sometimes my camera will actually overheat because it's like just got too much direct sun on it. So with the clouds coming in front, it kind of gives my camera a little break. Perfect, team. Same thing, other side, cross the left ankle over the right knee. This time, grab the back of the right leg and breathe it out. Relax the head. Good. Yeah, there are days when it's like, it's so hot. I'll come back on my camera and it's like it had stopped recording because it got too hot and it just turned off. And I'll have to like take it down, let it cool off. And then have to like do my whole setup again and like just film like little bits at a time. So it's just a lot easier if I could just get it all in like one shot, like just go, 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 you know? Perfect, team. Go ahead and release. Go ahead and bring both arms out in a T formation. Bring the knees up towards the chest right here and then rock them over to the right. And let them drop. Gaze is over the left hand, little spinal twist right here. Gentle spinal twist, just let gravity pull you. Good. Beautiful, team. Deep breaths here. Oh, also in my defense, my ice cream maker is like I call it a frozen treat maker more than an ice cream maker. What you do is you put like frozen bananas and then like, you could just do frozen bananas, but you usually put frozen bananas and like berries and just put that through. So it's like fruit-based ice cream. Perfect, team. Same thing, other side. Just go ahead and drop the knees over to the left, over the rock. All right. Good. Deep breaths here. Beautiful. Bringing that heart rate back down. Good, team. Good. Go ahead and come back to center right here. Go ahead and get this sand off my hands. Okay. Good. Grab a hold of the back of the thighs right here and roll up to a seated position. Now from here, I'm going to continue to get the sand off me. I'm going to go ahead and flip all the way over onto all fours right here and then curl those toes under and peel the hips up nice and high into a down dog. Shake it off right here. Try and pedal the feet, pushing those heels towards the earth. Get a nice stretch in the calves. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and step just the right foot up into your runner's lunge. And then when you find your footing, go ahead and drop the back knee and uncurl the back toes and take a big beach ball up and overhead. Pull the right hip crease back and push the left hip forward. Should feel a nice stretch in the front of this left hip. I'm gonna step my front foot out a little further. Good, team. Breathe into it. Yeah, so it's just like, it's ice cream, but it doesn't have like any added sugar. And so, I mean, you could add sugar, but I don't take, like normally fruit is sweet enough. Perfect, team. Go ahead and take the left hand forward and the right arm back. Big twist to the right. I think if you're putting like, you know, a couple bananas in there, it's pretty sweet already. And it comes out nice and thick. It's just frozen bananas and another frozen fruit of choice. And it comes out into this nice kind of berry banana swirl. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come back to center right here. Plant the palms and straighten out through that front leg. Point the toes towards your face right here. Runner's hamstring stretch. Which, if you don't have one of these, you can also, my thing is called Yonanas, by the way, like bananas, but instead of the B-A at the beginning, it's Y-O. It's yo-yo. It's Y-O, so Yonanas. And if you don't have that, you can just use a blender, and then a blender is not gonna be as powerful, so you have to add like some sort of liquid typically for it to come out nice and thick. You can add a little almond milk, and it'll come out like a real thick cream, like ice cream. Perfect, team. Go ahead and roll through that front foot, lift the back knee, and then go ahead and plant the palms and step it back. Shake it off right here. I'm trying to straighten out my towel with my foot. Good, team. Good, and when you're ready, same thing other side. Go ahead and step just the left foot forward, find your footing, and then drop that back knee uncurl the back toes and take a big beach ball up and overhead. Good. Trying to widen my stance. It's like my blue towel here is probably my smallest towel. So I have a habit of running out of space on it. I'm like, it might be a little too small. Good, team. It's fine on the beach when I'm just trying to dry myself off, but when I'm trying to exercise on it, I'm like, you're kind of little. Perfect, team. Go ahead and bring that right hand forward and the left arm back, big open twist to the left. Beautiful. Sinking into the stretch. Get that right hip nice and tucked. Good, team. Good. Oh, I know I've said this a million times, and I always talk about, I'm gonna go surfing, and not doing it. I have an actual lesson scheduled, so I am going surfing. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come back to center. Go ahead and bring the palms down and straighten out through that front leg. Runner's hamstring stretch. Yes, we have a session scheduled, which it's been years since I've surfed, so we just thought maybe we should just get a lesson instead of, I think that's what's kind of stopping us from just renting a board and going. Both my boyfriend and I have surfed before, but it's been years. So we decided, like, let's just get a real quick touch-up lesson. And then it'll just kind of break the ice, and then we'll just get ready to rock and roll, you know? Good, team. Go ahead and roll back forward through that front foot. Lift the back knee, plant the palms, and step it back to your down dog. Last little pedal out right here. And then when you're ready, go ahead and lower the knees down towards the earth. And we're gonna come through, take your time getting here into a seat, crisscross applesauce. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bring the bottoms of the feet together, the knees out nice and wide as we come into this butterfly stretch. What are these, leaves? Leaves are flying at me. I'm like, they've got to be coming from quite the distance because this is ocean. And like the next tree from me is maybe like 40, 50 yards. So there's a trip. That's some serious wind. Good, team. Deep breaths. Here's our last stretch. And if you feel yourself like, if you feel like your belly button is pulling you back and you're going towards the back wall or something, just bring the feet out a little more and give yourself some space. Don't worry, you're not alone in that one. Good. Just gotta meet your appropriate edge. Different levels of mobility. Good, team. And with time, you can work to bringing them in closer, but do what's best for your body today. Good. Then we're ready. Go ahead and come out of that. We'll go ahead and come to a comfortable seat of your choice. I'm gonna go ahead and rock it crisscross applesauce as we say our farewells for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this workout. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button because I have new workouts and occasional new recipes every single week. All right, team, when you're ready, go ahead and bring both palms up to the third eye. We'll say the divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste. I'll see you guys next time.